The Bold and the Beautiful, September 26, 2025. Spoilers. Fans can expect Taylor attempting to convince Deacon while Will tries to get through to Electra. The previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful saw Deacon actively demanding the whole story about Luna from Sheila. On the other hand, Bill secured his home as he attempted to make amends with Katie amidst the whole Will and Luna situation that has them grappling each other for help. The drama, the resurgence, the chaos, the fury, the action and the pain is about to elevate in the coming few weeks. Here's what fans can expect from the September 26, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set around Los Angeles. The final episode of the week sees Taylor attempting to convince Deacon that he should obtain counseling elsewhere. After finding out the full truth of Luna being alive and how Sheila kept it from him, Deacon was more than furious. It is no secret that he absolutely detests Luna, and Sheila knows it. Luna killed 2 of Deacon's friends and co-workers. She previously also tried to kidnap Steffi, and recently tried to kill her. Lee kept Luna alive after the shooting incident, and Sheila kept it a secret when she later found out. Deacon is not in the mood for forgiveness, and his anger is palpable. In dire need of some support, Deacon goes to Taylor. She is known for her counseling, and he is in need of it at the moment. But when she asks him to seek help somewhere else, how will he react? Is this because of what Taylor herself is going through after Rudge broke off their engagement? It's not easy seeing that happen to then find out Ridge married Brooke right after. What does this mean for Taylor and Deacon as they navigate issues in their respective personal lives? Meanwhile, Will tries to get through to Electra. She has been having a hard time accepting the Will-Luna truth. She was planning a special night for the 2 of them when Will dropped the bombshells on her. She could not believe this had happened, and it seems she will take some time to consider how she is feeling regarding it. To make things worse, the other woman is Luna, and this makes it even harder. After all, Electra and Luna have been rivals for a while. When Will tries to reach out to Electra to fix the issues in their relationship, how will Electra react to it? Is she going to refuse, ask for time, or go after Luna instead? In the previous episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Deacon became concerned for Sheila when he overheard something he shouldn't have. Despite the chaos, Deke and Remy reaffirmed their bond as they attempted to navigate all of their personal and professional struggles. The drama, the chaos, the guilt, the confessions, and the tension is only going to escalate as things get messier. Here's what the fans can expect from the September 25, 2025 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful when they tune in to CBS to watch the daytime drama set around Los Angeles. The episode on Thursday sees Deacon demanding the whole story about Luna from Sheila. Now that he has found out that Luna is alive, thanks to his son Deke, Deacon is furious. Sheila was keeping the secret from him, hoping to keep it under wraps for a little bit longer. But things came out. And now Deacon is confronting his wife Sheila about it and asking her to share the whole truth about what happened. He isn't going to be happy when he discovers the things that went on behind the scenes to keep Luna alive. Will Deacon forgive Sheila for keeping even more secrets from him? Or will this cause a crack in their marriage? After all, this isn't the first time she has kept something regarding Lun from him. Earlier, she went behind his back to form a bond with Luna and kept lying to him. And now, she kept the truth about her being alive from Deacon. Is Sheila going to apologize? Up next, Bill secures his home as he attempts to make amends with Katie. The drama caused by Luna has made Bill furious, and he is willing to do anything he can to protect his family. This situation has also brought Bill and Katie back in close proximity. Will this lead to them reigniting things? Will this cause them to delve back into their romance and give each other one more chance? Are the former spouses going to reunite? Is the attempt to protect their son Will from Luna going to push them back together? What will they decide to do about Luna claiming she is pregnant now? They have asked Luna to abort and made it clear she will never have a future with Will. What is Luna going to do about it? Stay tuned for more. The hallowed halls of Forrester Creations and the familiar booths of Il Giardino are set to become the battlegrounds for the very souls of Los Angeles's most tormented residents. In a week of breathtaking emotional stakes, The Bold and the Beautiful weaves two parallel tales of desperate intervention. In one corner, the impeccably credentialed Dr. Taylor Hayes employs all her psychiatric expertise in a high-stakes attempt to pull Deacon Sharp back from the abyss of his grief. In another, a young man named Will, whose connection to the city's tangled web is only just beginning to surface, makes a valiant effort to pierce the formidable armor of the enigmatic tech titan, Electra. Lives hang in the balance, and the outcomes of these fraught conversations will send shockwaves through every family in town. Taylor Hayes, a doctor's desperate mission. Taylor Hayes is no stranger to heartbreak or to the complex psychology of the Forresters, the Logans, and everyone caught in their orbit. Having battled her own demons and fought for the sanity of her children, she now turns her professional gaze and maternal heart toward one of the most broken men in Los Angeles, Deacon Sharp. The source of Deacon's anguish is no secret. The loss of Sheila Carter has left a void in him so profound that it threatens to consume him entirely. While the rest of the city breathes a sigh of relief, Deacon mourns the woman he believed was his second chance at a perfect, all-consuming love. He's listless, haunted, and dangerously close to abandoning the legitimate life he worked so hard to build. Taylor finds him at Il Giardino, not as the vibrant, slightly scheming proprietor, but as a ghost haunting his own establishment. The lights are dim, the usual charm is absent, and Deacon is nursing a drink, his eyes fixed on a point 1,000 yards away. "Deacon," Taylor begins, her voice a gentle but firm instrument. "We need to talk." Deacon's response is a hollow laugh. "Doc, if you're here to bill me, you might want to send the invoice to Hope. Business ain't exactly booming." Taylor ignores the deflection and slides into the booth opposite him. She doesn't mince words. "This has to stop. You're grieving a fantasy, Deacon. The woman you loved, the one you thought could change, was a construct. The real Sheila Carter was a predator." This is the core of Taylor's argument, and it's a dangerous one. Deacon's eyes flash with a defensive fire. "You didn't know her like I did. Nobody did. Everyone saw the monster. I saw the woman fighting to be free of it. And she was winning. Taylor, she was winning until..." His voice cracks, and he looks away. Taylor leans forward, her posture open yet authoritative. "That's what she did. That was her greatest manipulation, making her victims believe they were her saviors. It's a classic trait of the sociopath. They mirror what you need to see. She knew you were a man searching for redemption, so she showed you a version of herself seeking the same thing. But it wasn't real." Spoilers indicate that Taylor will delve deeper, using her knowledge of trauma bonding. She'll explain that the intensity of their relationship, forged in crisis and societal rejection, created an addictive bond. What you're feeling isn't just love, Deacon. It's withdrawal. You're addicted to the chaos, to the high-stakes drama that defined your time with her. A normal, stable life feels empty in comparison because your body and mind are craving that next hit of adrenaline. Deacon will resist, of course. He'll throw Taylor's own history in her face. "You're one to talk about chaotic relationships, Taylor. You and Ridge? The shots fired? The constant back and forth? That's a picture of stability." This is where Taylor's humanity will shine through. "You're absolutely right," she'll admit, her own pain evident. "And because I've been there, because I've clung to a love that was destroying me, I can recognize the signs in you. I'm begging you, Don't throw away everything you've built with your daughter. Hope needs her father. She needs the good man you've become, not the shell of a man pining for a ghost. The question remains, can a foundation of logic and psychiatric expertise crack the foundation of a love that Deacon believes was transcendent? Taylor's mission is a race against time, as Deacon's grief threatens to spiral into self-destruction, potentially costing him the one true, pure relationship he has left, the one with his daughter. Will's quest, unmasking Electra. Meanwhile, in the sleek, cold confines of a corporate high-rise, a different kind of intervention is taking place. Will, a young man whose arrival in Los Angeles was as quiet as it was significant, has managed to secure a meeting with the notoriously private and fiercely guarded Electra. Electra is a force of nature, a tech billionaire who has stormed into the fashion world. She is all sharp edges, calculated smiles, and impenetrable confidence. She built her empire on data and disruption, and she treats human relationships with the same cold efficiency. But Will knows a secret. He knows the woman behind the name. He is ushered into her minimalist office, a space that feels more like a command center than a place of business. Electra doesn't rise from her chair, merely gesturing for him to sit. "Mr. Spencer," she says, her voice devoid of warmth. "Your persistence is noted. You have 5 minutes. Make them count." Will, though young, possesses a quiet courage. He doesn't wilt under her gaze. "I'm not here as Mr. Spencer. I'm here as Will. And I'm talking to you, not as Electra, but as Eleanor." The name hangs in the air, a seismic shock that almost, but not quite, breaks Electra's composure. A barely perceptible tightening around her eyes is the only sign that the name has hit its mark. "I don't know who you're referring to," she states coldly. "Eleanor is a ghost, a memory. She was weak, and she was left behind for a reason." This is Will's opening. She wasn't weak. She was kind. "She was the one who took me in when I had nowhere else to go. She was the one who taught me that family isn't always about blood." He begins to weave a story of a past life, of a time before the wealth and the power, when Eleanor was a woman struggling to survive, but never losing her capacity for compassion. Spoilers suggest that Will's approach is a masterclass in empathy, a direct contrast to Taylor's clinical method. He doesn't attack Electra's fortress. He tries to remind the person inside that there's a world beyond the walls. "You built all of this," Will says, gesturing to the panoramic view of Los Angeles. "But who are you sharing it with? You have board members, not friends. Adversaries, not family. The Eleanor I knew would be lonely in this castle. Electra will retaliate with cynicism. Loneliness is a tax on success, boy. Sentimentality is a liability. Eleanor believed in people, and they broke her. I believe in contracts, algorithms, and power. They are far more reliable. But Will is prepared for this. He will present her with a small, worn object, a token from their shared past. It could be a photograph, a trinket, something utterly worthless in monetary terms, but priceless in emotional weight. The sight of it will force a crack in Electra's armor. For a fleeting moment, the ruthless mogul will disappear, and the ghost of Eleanor will flicker in her eyes. Why are you doing this?" Electra will ask. Her voice softer, laced with a vulnerability she hasn't shown anyone in years. "What do you want from me?" Will's answer is simple and devastatingly pure. "I want my friend back. I want to know that the person who saved me isn't completely gone. This city, it has a way of hardening people, but it also has a way of bringing them back to themselves. Let it bring you back." H4, a tapestry of redemption. Un4. These two storylines are a brilliant study in contrasts. Taylor, the established figure, uses reason and professional authority to combat a dangerous delusion. Will, the newcomer, uses raw emotion and personal history to combat a different kind of danger, the complete loss of one's humanity to ambition and past pain. Both Deacon and Electra are prisoners of their own narratives. Deacon is a prisoner of a tragic love story he's written for himself, while Electra is a prisoner of a ruthless survival story she felt forced to adopt. Their would-be saviors are trying to hand them the key, but the question is whether either prisoner is willing to turn it in the lock. The ramifications are immense. If Taylor fails, Deacon could easily backslide into the criminal underworld Sheila pulled him from, devastating hope and altering the balance of power in the Logan family. If Will fails, Electra will continue her ruthless ascent, likely destroying established players like the Forresters and Spectras in her path, leaving a trail of corporate and emotional wreckage. Yet, if they succeed, if Deacon can accept that his future is brighter without Sheila's shadow, he could finally step into the role of the patriarch and grandfather he was always meant to be. If Electra can reconcile with Eleanor, she could become a powerful but compassionate force, an ally rather than an adversary, and perhaps even find a happiness that has eluded her for decades. This week on The Bold and the Beautiful, words are the weapons, and the heart is the battlefield. Tune in to see if compassion can truly conquer the ghosts of the past.